How do you sum up that game? And is that the kind of emotional roller coaster and drama that you only get in the knockout stages of a World Cup?
Yeah, kind of. I'm not sure if it was such a roller coaster. I mean, we conceded early. It was not an up and down and an up and down. We conceded very early, which made things more complicated than they were already. So very difficult from then. I think we didn't get our press right in the first 15, 20 minutes. We're a bit like over-invested in our press. They found excellently the wall passes and the open spaces to accelerate the game and to create problems. After 20 minutes, I saw us as the stronger team, attacked more and more with freedom. And attacked with more and more threat towards their goal. We created a lot of big chances in the second half of the first half, and after the water break, should have maybe had a penalty on top of that. We didn't, so we kept the belief, and I think even in the second half we kept pushing. Goalkeeper kept on saving, incredible saves, so made things. Yeah, things stayed difficult, but this team today did not accept a defeat as an outcome. They just didn't accept it, and that makes me very proud because they did what was necessary. The going got tough today, and they showed up, and we got a deserved win, even if it was a late one.
Thomas, you spoke very eloquently about what you said at half-time against Croatia. Can you talk us through that last hydration break? What did you say to the players? What were your words in that when you had that final huddle? You don't. Oh, come on, you must remember.
I don't remember. Maybe always the same. No new messages. We had I think some substitutes, and then the message was always the same: keep pounding that rock. It's have to keep on knocking, keep believing, keep on doing what we do. We don't give in. That's what this team is about, and we just like I said, they didn't accept, and it's so good to get this feeling on the sideline as a coach. Because while you're trying to support and while you're trying to help to help and support from the sideline, you get this feeling that players are free, players are not anxious. We didn't play with fear. We played with determination, and then we just didn't accept it. We knew that these knockout matches in this part of the tournament, you need to just find a way. You need to find a way, and then you find a way, and the goalkeeper saves again. Like I said, it makes it even more difficult. So it was absolutely necessary to keep believing and to keep doing and keep knocking on that rock until it breaks. And I'm happy that they did.
Thomas, Ryan Taylor, Daily Mirror. I think you spoke about this after Ghana, but you've got two strikers on the bench. It's getting to kind of kitchen sink territory. Is there any part of you that's maybe considering withdrawing Harry Kane?
No, but we had a plan, like some more minutes without the equalizer, and we would have brought on for sure a second striker. So there is of course a plan to use either Oli or Ivan, but it's not the plan to play without Harry.
Sorry.
Thomas, your substitutions appear to make the difference today. I know you've credited your players, but do you give yourself some credit for making those changes at that time, and how did they impact the game?
I think we had a bit more of a connection than later from Epps, because he played wide on the right and helped Bukayo to have this connection, and Declan finished as a fullback, so we had the in-swing suddenly from half field with a dangerous cross, and kept Declan on the field for all our set pieces, and moved Jude to the half left. The wingers was more or less always clear that we will try to push with the wingers who start and finish off with fresh legs, with Anthony and Bukayo. That was in my head long before. This was the plan, and the players knew that this is the way that we want them to play, all in on the wings and be intense. And then after 60, 70 minutes, we come with fresh legs, and then you just try to help and support and find solutions from the bench. But like I said, I felt it easy today in a sense of that we didn't need to unlock something tactically, or we didn't I had the feeling no need to give a new solution and an extra solution, or to tell them do more, or take away anxiety or whatever. Like I felt them every time they came, every time they spoke to me. They were invested, they were clear in their mindset, and they did what was needed against a strong opponent. And we deserved to win, but it was, of course, in the way it played out, a beautiful win.
James. Hi, Thomas. The hydration breaks aren't particularly popular with the fans, but they seem to be really important for you today. I mean, I know you say...
Well, I make the most of it. You know that I don't really love them. I enjoy football more when it plays out with momentum, and players and teams have to find almost their way into it in these kind of momentums. It is, I think, a free-flowing game. That is more interrupted than I thought, but of course they are here, and why would I not try to take advantage? It's sometimes like I said, I felt today that even like it was easier today to speak to the players. They were just very calm all the time. They were very receptive. Sometimes water break can also be a bit chaotic. Everyone tries to encourage. Everyone has a message. Everyone tries to help, but I felt them quite calm and quite focused in the key moments. Not sure if what the players' answer is to that today, but of course for us as coaches, we try to make the most of it because they're there.
Mike.
Hi, Thomas. Apparently the local commentators here were talking about the weight of the famous weight of the England shirt, and you can see the players are struggling it. Did you actually see something different today that they could deal with that?
100%. I did not see any of that today. And it would be so easy to see it. It would be so easy. And it would be so easy to give in. And it would be so easy to accept that narrative. I didn't see any of that. And that is a very, very good sign.
And can I just ask, we spoke yesterday about the kids being able to watch the game tonight because of the kick-off time. Have you got a message maybe for their parents who now have to try and get them to go to sleep after that?
Write an excuse for school and let them watch football. Come on, there's so much school to go to, but World Cup is every 4 years. Let them watch. There will be a big match on in 4 days, and we need the support of everyone, and especially of the children.
Tom, thanks.
Hi, Thomas. I don't know if you're aware of this, but that's the first World Cup game England have won since after conceding the first goal.
Okay.
Since 1966, the final where England beat West Germany and football came home. Is that a good omen?
That's a good sign. Very good. Thanks for telling me. It just shows you the level of determination and the level of belief and also the level of focus, and it just fits into my narrative that I didn't feel the weight on their shoulders, and I found that we played it with the exactly right attitude, and we trusted our spirit. And we brought the right spirit and the right energy to the stadium and to the dressing room, and that's the big takeaway for today.
Hey, Thomas, Ali Howarth from Trinity Media. I just wanted to ask you about the Congo. Actually, there was a lot of conversation before the game about Congo would approach this with a back five, very defensive, low block. But actually, particularly in that first quarter, in the first half, they really took the game to England. You mentioned about how they identified the spaces and made use of them. What did you make of them?
Very good, very good. And we didn't, like I said, we didn't get the press right. We were too aggressive in the press, especially on the left wing. And then they found the wing back. They had sometimes 4 players in our last line, so we could not push through into the press. Sometimes there were only 2 players in the last line, and it was a bit difficult in the first 20 minutes for our centre backs to read this moment and to be brave enough and follow Wissa deep into the 10 role. Sometimes we were then in a 4 against 2, and naturally then you're in a minority in the middle of the pitch, and they played with a lot of freedom. They played with a lot of rhythm and freedom in the first minutes. Then they got the goal and gave them a lot of confidence. So we had to overcome these moments and be a bit more patient and a bit more intelligent in our press. And once we got that right, we got the momentum on our side, and we started creating chances. They're a strong team. They're a well-drilled and strong team. They got all the momentum on their side, and then the goalkeeper that was very, very good. So it was difficult.
Miguel then, Sam.
Hi, Thomas. Miguel Delaney from The Independent. Harry obviously has his own mentality, but do you think someone like that is at all driven by all of these big names turning up and scoring? And just slightly separately, have you thought about what the Azteca means at all?
Not yet, guys. I'm just coming from this match and try to enjoy. But it is maybe one of the most beautiful fixtures, most exciting fixtures that you can have. You play against Mexico in the Azteca, and there will be a lot of obstacles waiting for us. Not to mention, like, the altitude will be, of course, a big disadvantage because we cannot physically adapt to it in 4 days. It's just impossible. So, and more obstacles will maybe come. So, but we are ready for that. We need it. Maybe we have the ideal platform now to genuinely believe that we are ready for that, and when the going gets tough, that we will find the answers. I don't know. I mean, these big guys in this World Cup, do they watch each other and then they go like, no, not with me, and then I score and then I do a hat trick and then you go, and like, what is going on? I mean, crazy. So good. He's our captain. He's our leader, and decides football matches with unbelievable finishes. Today twice. The second one was just a brilliant goal, and happy that he's...
Hey coach, this is Gary.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. With the national Congolese national TV. I used to be a big fan of yours in Paris Saint-Germain, but I don't think if I still won't be, because you kill us today.
Okay.
So my question is going to be in French because of my national TV.
Okay.
Coach, vous avez eu en face de vous quel genre d'équipe? Comment avez-vous considéré cette équipe de la RDC qui vous a quand même donné du travail jusqu'à la 77e minute ou 75e minute? What is your talk about this Congolese team? I want you to answer in French, please.
En français. Ok, je peux essayer, mais c'est un peu... J'ai oublié beaucoup de mots, hein, mais je peux essayer. Ils sont très forts. Ils ont joué avec beaucoup de courage au début du match. Beaucoup de courage. Ils ont créé beaucoup de difficultés pour nous dans les premières 20 minutes, mais... On a trouvé des solutions, on a trouvé un rythme, on a créé après 20 minutes, on a créé beaucoup des occasions pour nous. Le gardien était excellent et il était un très fort match, un très dur match contre une équipe qui a joué avec beaucoup d'émotions et avec beaucoup de discipline et avec beaucoup de qualité. Pour ça, c'était très dur, mais je pense qu'on a gagné mérité, mais c'était un match très, très dur pour nous.
Sam.
Hello, Thomas. Just sort of second guessing, it looks like you've got quite a few decisions still to make for the Mexico game, possibly at right back. And that impacts midfield and the wingers as well. And also, I don't know if you saw the game last night, they started so hard against Ecuador.
I tell you something, the game was delayed. I was happy to watch the first half, and then it was like, it was not on, and I slept at 10 o'clock. It's very unusual for me, but I have somehow a crazy early bedtime during this World Cup, and then I didn't see it until now. I saw the result, of course, and I saw that they didn't concede. And yeah, it will be a tough one, but at the same time, it will be a beautiful one and a very exciting one.
And the changes?
Changes for us?
Possibly making decisions about the team. You may make more changes.
Yeah, but I'm very happy. Let's see how much this cost us. We didn't play overtime, which is a good thing. We have an early trip home. We have brilliant facility now. The most important thing is that we recover, because we will travel early, I guess, to get the traveling out of the way. And but this helps, like we have now this experience together, and the players are used to that rhythm. They love this rhythm, and then we see.
We'll take 3 more, starting at the back there.
3 more?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mr. Tuchel, Frank Hellmann from German media in Frankfurt. You have spoken about the atmosphere you will expect on Sunday. Today we have also great atmosphere. It was cool. It's a climate stadium with a roof and a lot of England fans and singing the England song. It will be different on Sunday in Mexico. Most of the people are from Mexico. It will be very hot. What can you do to adapt to this condition, or what do you think? Or it's not possible because here in Georgia, when you go out, it's also hot.
In Georgia,
when you will leave the stadium.
Here in Georgia, I was like, yeah, of course it's brutally hot outside. So yeah, you're right. We were glad to play indoors today. We came very early to the country. We came very early to the US and banked good heat training into our bodies. That was basically the idea behind, to acclimatize. So the players have a lot of heat training already in their bodies that would help them. So I think the heat and the humidity will not be the problem for us. We are used to that. We are used to that from training times, and we are used to it from our prep camp in Florida. My understanding is that we cannot adapt to the altitude. That is just a huge advantage that Mexico will have. It just takes too much time. We have only 3 days in between this match. This is physically just not possible to adapt to the altitude, which is quite high. We knew that before, so this is just something. It's just a disadvantage with which we will have to deal. And I think we showed the attitude that we are ready for that, and from there we go.
Henry.
Hi, Thomas. Henry Winter, World Soccer. Well done today. We've seen Mbappé and Messi and Haaland and obviously Harry shine at this World Cup. They're all different players, but do they share one common strength?
They're all sharks. They're all sharks. If they smell blood, they come and score.
Last question.
Hi, Thomas. Simon Peach from the Press Association. Congratulations. I think it's fair to say our match reports look slightly different. It's 70 minutes to 90 minutes. The mood and everything around it, there are obviously some defensive gaps and things like that. Yeah. But with the spirit, are you more confident in this England side from what you've seen today?
Yeah.
Or are there concerns that you weren't really
expecting? I'm just so happy that we played with freedom and with courage and with freedom and courage, and it's never everything perfect in football, but I think the halftime result was not a fair result. I think we could have easily be having this game turned around already. It is what it is. The result needs to take care of itself, and we just kept knocking and doing what we do. So just repeat myself, I think the belief and the commitment and the true belief and the attitude was on highest level, and that helps us enormously. We have to improve like always, and we will, but the foundation is there.